What up, big gang? So yesterday was, of course, leg day. Imagine that. So yesterday we focused on quads, hamstrings, glutes, just kind of a little bit of everything. And I started off with deadlifts, super light, so that I can make sure I was nice and warmed up. So, you don't want to tear any muscles. You want the blood flowing. So I usually warm up with 135. I did 3 sets at 135 before I moved up to 225. There's 225 right there. I did a Sumo deadlift, and I also did a Romanian deadlift as well. The Romanian deadlift is going to focus more on the hamstring, and the Sumo deadlift is going to put more emphasis on the glute because it's a wider stance, which allows you to get deeper and engage the glute more. A lot of people prefer to switch over to the Sumo deadlift because it allows you to get your quads involved in it, your glutes and everything involved in the movement, so that you can actually lift a little bit heavier than you would with a Romanian deadlift. Because with the Romanian deadlift, you're using your hamstring to pull the weight up, as opposed to your quads, your glutes, everything like that. This is the Sumo deadlift right here. With the Sumo deadlift, I like to get a nice wide stance, squat down into it, and use a hip hinge to pull the weight up. You want to be sure that you're really getting your hips into the movement, because hip-dominated movements are going to focus on the glute, whereas knee-dominated movements like a squat focuses more on the quad. For each one of my sets, I did about anywhere from 6 to 10 reps, depending. I didn't have any chalk. I don't wear gloves, so, sometimes the bar is a little slippery or whatever, so it all depends on my hand position or whatever. So if I do more or less reps. And then I superset everything as well. I like to keep the intensity of my workouts up. You can see me sweating like crazy. So to keep the intensity up in my workouts, I do supersets. So the second I get done with my deadlift, I jump right into another exercise, be it the first exercise I did or this one right here, the resistance squat. I also did this squat with a barbell as well, and the resistance deadlift. So I like to do that because not only are you getting the activation with the deadlift or the squat, but then you're also getting that extra resistance with the band, and you push through your hips. So make sure that that band is around your hip, a little bit lower than your hip bone. Push straight through there as you come up and do your contraction. And for my second exercise, I made sure I did at least a minimum of 12 reps. But normally I normally honestly don't even count my reps. I just kind of go into my body starts to feel like it's just like, okay, stop. And that's how I know to finish my reps. But it's always going to be over 12 reps at minimum. But I just kind of pump them out because, one, I like to keep the intensity up again, but 2, it just feels good to pump it out and try to push your body and push your muscles to failure. And that way you can guarantee that you are really working and that you're getting the most out of your workout and that you're going to, achieve some growth. Now here I'm doing a cable squat right here. Now this is one of my favorite exercises. I just really love it because it's really simple. It's all in one area. I don't have to go anywhere. The weight is there. I can just squat, and I can do deadlift over here. You can also do a lunge with the cable, which maybe I'll do later on this week. I'll do an example of that. But for this, I like to, if I can, put all the weight, the whole entire stack if I can. I usually start around 50 for my first set, and then just keep moving it up as I go. And it just feels really good because, one, with the cable tower, you're getting resistance both ways. So you're getting it as you do your contraction and as you expand the muscle too. If you have any questions, leave them below. Love you guys.